All right, so our first slide, what we're going to be looking at is the rivers of ancient China. So the Huanghe, or the Yellow River, flows across China for more than 2,900 miles. Now that's about the size of the United States. We're about a little over 3,000 miles across from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean, all the way across. So this is a huge river. It would be a river that would cross the entire United States almost. So it is gigantic. Now, when we did our river civilizations Cornell notes, at the very beginning, we read this article that talked about why rivers were so important to ancient civilizations. And in that reading, it talked about the devastating effect of China's rivers. Flooding was good. Okay, it provided rich soil for the people to grow their crops. China's rivers, however, flooded very, very bad. So it was a very disastrous flood. It would destroy homes. It would just, it was very hard to control because it was just a flood, and it would cause a lot of sorrow. So that's why Huanghe means China's sorrow, because it provided this farmland for them to grow on, but it also provided a lot of devastating floods that destroyed people's belongings, their housing, their crops. Now, there's another river called the Changjing, or the Yangtze River, and that flows for about 3,400 miles. So these are gigantic rivers that they have here. Both of these rivers have rich soil for farming. So this is why they have these civilizations that are around them, right? Just like we talked about the Nile River and the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, people needed water. They needed to be able to survive. And China is surrounded by mountains and desert, and by the ocean. So they needed this fresh water in these rivers. They needed to be able to grow crops so they could develop these big civilizations.